Yemen's flag is kind of boring, but the history behind it is anything but. Its development from the Kingdom of Yemen to the modern Republic of Yemen is a vivid narrative of shifting alliances, aspirations, and identities. Additionally, the proposed Federalization of Yemen and its associated regional flags offer further insights into the nation's attempts to balance unity with diversity. Oh, and as always, for any of our subscribers out there, consider clicking on the bell to get all notifications. That way you'll never miss out on any upcoming videos. And even if you're not a subscriber, like roughly 90% of our viewers, you can always subscribe, like this video, or comment. It really does help out the channel and means a lot to us. The Kingdom of Yemen, also known as the Mutawakkilite Kingdom, emerged in 1918 following the collapse of the Ottoman Empire after World War I. The kingdom's flag featured a simple design of a plain red field, symbolizing Islamic heritage and the blood of martyrs who fought for independence. The red flag also reflected Hashemite connections, as similar designs were used in other monarchies throughout the Arabian Peninsula. In 1923, a flag with the Shahada, an Islamic oath declaring there is no God but Allah, was introduced. This later was replaced with a design that featured a scimitar and five-pointed stars in 1927. The 5 stars represented the 5 geographic regions of Yemen and the 5 pillars of Islam. For over 4 decades, this flag symbolized Yemen's monarchical era, its religious foundation, and its struggle to maintain sovereignty amidst regional and global pressures. That being said, there was a brief period from 1958 to 1961 when the kingdom entered into a loose confederation with the United Arab Republic, a political union between Egypt and Syria, forming the United Arab States. Yemen, however, continued to use its own flag, but also did on occasion display the UAR's flag. This all came to an end when a revolution in 1962, inspired by other Arab nationalist movements, overthrew the monarchy and established the Yemen Arab Republic, aka North Yemen. And with its establishment, a new flag was introduced. This flag adopted the pan-Arab colors of red, white, and black, reflecting a broader sense of unity with the Arab world. Red represented the sacrifices made for independence and revolution. White symbolized a bright future and hope, and black signified the country's dark colonial past and oppression. The flag also included a single green star in the center of the white stripe, symbolizing the unity and aspirations of the Yemeni people. The pan-Arab tricolor aligned North Yemen with other Arab nationalist governments, such as Egypt under Gamal Abdel Nasser, Syria when it formed part of the United Arab Republic, and Iraq under the Ba'ath Party. In contrast with developments in North Yemen, southern Yemen's trajectory was shaped by its struggle against British colonial rule, which began in 1839 when the British East India Company established control over the port of Aden. Over time, Aden and its surrounding areas came under British administration as the Aden Protectorate. The Protectorate comprised various tribal and sultanate territories, each maintaining a degree of autonomy under British oversight. The Aden Protectorate did not initially have a unifying flag, as each sultanate used its own emblems or traditional banners. However, the Union Jack was widely recognized as a symbol of British authority in the region. A flag for the colony of Aden was nonetheless introduced in 1937. It featured a navy blue field with a Union Jack canton in the upper left-hand corner. The flag also included a badge depicting a 2-masted dhow with a flag that looked pretty similar to the Sultanate of Lahej's flag. In the mid-20th century, as nationalist sentiments grew and decolonization movements gained momentum, the British sought to consolidate their control over southern Yemen through the creation of the Federation of the Emirates of South Arabia in 1959, which united several protectorate states under a single administrative entity. The flag of the Federation of the Emirates of South Arabia featured a really distinctive design comprising 5 horizontal stripes, black, yellow, green, yellow, and light ultramarine blue, with a white crescent moon and 5-pointed star in the center. The colors all held specific symbolism. Black represented the mountains, green the fertile lands, blue the sea, and yellow the desert. In 1962, several other states joined, transforming the Federation of the Emirates of South Arabia into the Federation of South Arabia, which retained the previously mentioned flag. Despite these efforts, the Federation struggled to gain legitimacy among the local population, and tensions between pro-independence factions and the British authorities escalated. By the mid-1960s, these tensions culminated in widespread uprisings and the eventual withdrawal of British forces in 1967. Their departure marked the end of the Federation of South Arabia and the establishment of the People's Democratic Republic of Yemen, aka South Yemen. This new socialist state adopted a redesigned flag that retained the pan-Arab tricolor of red, white, and black, but added a blue triangle at the hoist side with a red star, symbolizing its Marxist-Leninist ideology. The blue triangle also represented the country's maritime heritage and its strategic importance along international trade routes. This flag, alongside the flag of Sudan used from 1956 to 1970, is one of only two national flags of Arab countries to incorporate the color blue, making it a unique emblem among other pan-Arab designs. Following a failed coup, a devastating civil war, sometimes known as the Events of '86, broke out in South Yemen. This in turn resulted in the demise of much of the Yemeni Socialist Party's most experienced leadership, contributing to a much weaker government and the country's eventual unification with North Yemen in 1990. Despite unification, the flag of South Yemen remains a potent symbol for separatist movements in the south. For instance, the Southern movement, Al-Hirak, which emerged in the mid-2000s, and the Southern Transitional Council, established in 2017, both prominently display the South Yemeni flag at rallies and official events. This enduring use of the flag underscores the deep divisions and unresolved tensions within the country, as well as the ongoing struggle for regional autonomy and recognition. That being said, unification brought about the need for a single national flag to represent the newly formed Republic of Yemen. And so the current flag of Yemen was adopted on May 22, 1990. It retained the pan-Arab tricolor of red, white, and black horizontal stripes, but unlike its predecessors, this flag features no additional symbols, emphasizing national unity. The colors continue to carry their traditional meanings, with red representing the blood of those who fought for independence and revolution, white symbolizing peace and the hope for a prosperous future, and black reflecting the country's challenging history and ongoing struggles. While the national flag of Yemen represents unity, the country's political landscape has remained deeply fragmented. This became particularly evident in 2014 during the National Dialogue Conference, which proposed a federal system to address historical grievances and regional disparities. The plan envisioned dividing Yemen into 6 federal regions, each with its own flag to reflect its identity and heritage. These regions include Azal, Saba, Janad, Hadramaut, Aden, and Tihama. Azal, representing the Central Highlands, was proposed to encompass key areas such as Sana'a. Its regional flag was designed to highlight the historical significance of these highlands, which have long been a center of political and cultural power in Yemen. The flag's symbols and colors were intended to evoke pride in the region's heritage and its contributions to Yemen's history. Similarly, the region of Saba, covering the north and northeast, drew its name and inspiration from the ancient kingdom of Saba, a civilization renowned for its wealth and achievements. The proposed flag for Saba emphasized this historical legacy, incorporating motifs that celebrated its agricultural and tribal traditions. Janad, representing southwestern Yemen, including the city of Taiz, was envisioned as a region of cultural and economic significance. Taiz has historically been a hub of education and intellectual activity, and the proposed flag for Janad sought to reflect these qualities. Its design included symbols of learning and commerce, underscoring the region's pivotal role in shaping Yemen's identity. On the other hand, Hadramaut, encompassing the eastern parts of Yemen, was characterized by its coastal and desert identity. The region's proposed flag incorporated elements that highlight its maritime heritage and the vast desert landscape that defines much of its territory. The region of Aden, centered on the southern port city, held particular importance due to its strategic location and historical significance as a maritime trade hub. Aden's proposed flag celebrated its rich history and its role as a gateway for cultural and economic exchange. Finally, Tihama, covering the western coastal plains, was defined by its unique geography and local traditions. The proposed flag for Tihama incorporated symbols that reflected its connection to the Red Sea and its distinct cultural identity. While these regional flags were intended to foster local pride and address historical grievances, the federalization plan has faced significant challenges. The ongoing conflict and political instability in Yemen have hindered the implementation of the federal system, leaving the proposed regions and their flags as unfulfilled aspirations. Despite these obstacles, the regional flags remain a powerful symbol of Yemen's diversity and the enduring hope for a more inclusive government structure in the future. But anyway, what do you guys think? I personally don't really like Yemen's flag, which is kind of strange because I do like the black, white, red flag used by the North German Confederation and the German Empire. So I think I'll give it a 2 on the Ghost Countries Index. Now, with that being said, I really do like the flag used by the People's Democratic Republic of Yemen, and easily would give that design an 8. I also really do like the Federation of South Arabia's flag. So make of that what you will. Also, a huge thank you once again to all of our supporters over on Patreon. We've actually already got some exclusive content up there, so if you'd like to help support the channel and get access to stuff like that, there's a link down in the description.